Ding.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mr. Gray. I am your teacher today. On this little card, which I stole, please write down out of this group of people who you would want to have to represent UWS. Not including myself. Please do that immediately, and then hand your cards all the way over to the right.
Do we have to say why?
Nope, just who.
Like, who's this representing? Or like, who's gonna be like Grand Guardian?
Like Graham Durkin,
Okay.
our student body president.
Hold them in half?
Nope, just hand them down. Has everyone filled one out, or are we still waiting on someone? All right. So, out of the 6 people here, 1 vote for Ben Ellison, 2 vote for Ben Ellison, 1 vote for Stephen, 1 vote for Libby, 1 vote for Logan, written in similar handwriting, 1 vote for Ben. So if we were to elect somebody in this room to represent us, it would be Ben. Yes. This is an example of democracy. Everyone was given an opportunity to do the same exact thing. We were all on an equal and level playing field. There were no higher classes, no lower classes. So there was absolutely no classes of who's better, who's not better, that kind of thing. Now, if I could have you stand up and sit down when your ACT score is called out. 14, 15, 16, good.
Usually 19 is average.
17, 18, 19, 20,
Wait, our highest ACT?
yes, 21, you're all smarter than me, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. All right, good. This is an example of meritocracy. Whoever has taken a standardized test or something that was given out by a governing body, and whoever lasts the longest or reaches the highest score would be chosen as a representative for us. So you see how how democracy is something that is chosen by everyone, and meritocracy is also taken by everyone, something done by everybody. But, and it's kind of odd, typically we don't have the same person, but apparently, in this case, Ben is popular and he also is the most intelligent, according to the United States government and standardized testing. All right, so that is an example of meritocracy versus democracy. Okay? Now, I will be presenting a video to you, and then I also will be presenting, or I will also have you read, just for the next few minutes, the article that is in front of you. So why don't we start off with the reading, and if you would take that, please, and read it, and just look at me when you are done. When you are done reading, please start reading now. Okay. So now this gives is everyone done reading? We good? All right. Okay, so this gives, obviously this is an article, this is the beginning part to an article about the value of collegiate life in America, and the value of college itself in America. But I would like to discuss kind of one idea that's brought up in here. On the bottom paragraph of the first page, about middle of the paragraph, Manan goes through and says, the theory goes like this. Gives a first theory. In any group of people, it's easy to determine who is the fastest or the strongest or even the best looking. But picking out the most intelligent person is difficult, because intelligence involves many attributes that can't be captured in a one-time assessment, like an IQ test. There's no intellectual equivalent of the 100-yard dash. An intelligent person is open-minded and outside the box thinker, an effective communicator, is prudent, self-critical, consistent, and so on. These are not qualities readily subject to measurement. So keep that in mind as we're going through. Now we're going to take a look and watch a video that has to do with meritocracy in the public school system itself. This article applies to something a little bit more along the lines of, as an individual basis, whereas this video, which is from an Oprah Winfrey show, it shows a little bit more about a community, the communal aspect of democracy versus meritocracy, and how they're affecting our school system. So, let me just get it ready.
It's a short drive from Harpo Studios to Harper High School.
Can everyone see it all right?
Is home to almost 1,500 students in this low-income inner-city neighborhood. Only 40% of the students here end up with a diploma.
If you want something to hard, you really got to fight for it. It's hard. It's hard.
35 miles due west of Harper High is Neuqua Valley High School, set in the affluent suburb of Naperville. It is a $62 million state-of-the-art facility. The graduation rate here is 99%.
I think all of us, it was just a given that we would graduate from high school.
On a cold Tuesday morning, a busload of students from the school in Naperville arrive at Harper High School. The metal detectors are the first big surprise.
I was scared. I'm not gonna lie.
It became very intimidating and very do I feel safe? Yeah.
The kids from the inner city aren't expecting what they find when they get off the bus either.
This school is way better than I thought it would be.
The best school in Chicago can't even compare to this.
The differences between the two schools are immediately apparent. This is the Olympic-sized pool at the school in suburbia.
This is our pool over here. Yeah.
This is real nice.
There's a pool at Harper too, but it hasn't been filled with water in 10 years.
Oh my goodness. Oh man. Oh, it leaks.
In the suburbs, there's a state-of-the-art gym and fitness center.
Do you guys not have a cardio room? Or?
No.
Back in Chicago, the visiting kids find a rundown gym with a leaking ceiling.
I know.
What if it's like water?
And a beat-up weight room.
Oh my goodness.
That would be so uncomfortable.
They have one.
A lot of it's like really, really open.
As they sit in on classes, they quickly discover this curriculum is far more rigorous than at Harper High.
Okay, so this is just our normal family graph.
Tiffany, who hopes to major in business management and earned an A in trigonometry at Harper High, comes out of the class clearly worried.
I was looking at their math problems that they're doing, and I'm looking like, what language is that? As soon as I get to college, I'm going to be lost.
That might help explain these alarming test scores. Harper High School, just 16% of the students tested are meeting state standards in reading, 1.5% in science, and in math, 0.5%. Compare those figures to the scores at the suburban school. 78% meet state standards in reading, 76% in science, and and 77% in math.
If we had the same opportunities that they have here, a lot of our test scores would just go up.
There are more than 24 advanced placement classes ordered to the students in the suburban school.
They got it made here. I mean, it's just like, it's endless opportunity. And I just wish we had those at Hartford.
At Harper High, there are a total of 2 advanced placement classes. Over and over, they see the glaring inequities between the 2 schools. It is a harsh lesson that leaves many of the kids asking why.
I feel like I've been cheated. I've been chipped.
They have way more than we have at our school. It's sad. It really is. It's sad.
It's so mind-blowing to think about that there's such a difference and we're both in the same state within an hour away from each other.
We really take the resources for granted. And that's one reason that this is such an eye-opener.
I'm glad that y'all have it, because if we don't have no class, somebody have it. But it's the simple fact that we see y'all doing well, we want to do well
Joe, as
too.
a parent, Juanita, as a parent of
All right.
a child who's going to Harper, what do you?
So, what are some things that you can take from both of this article and this video? And let's talk about and open up a discussion about our own personal either problems or issues